Very good afternoon, dear students. Uh, as we discussed in our last class about different concepts which are very important while developing a part family or kind of a group technology concept in our production system. Okay, so in lieu of that, today's topic is about PFA, production flow analysis, production flow analysis. Okay, so if we talk about this particular terminology or this particular topic, so this is the sequel of a visual inspection, part coding and classifications, and production flow analysis. These three are very key element in developing any kind of a or generating a part family system or a group technology concept in our production system. If we talk about production flow analysis, basically this is an approach to a part family identifications and machine cell formations in any plant or a system. So it is one of the very best tool which is used to identify the set of parts which can categorize further into a part family and the formations of different types of machines, so that we can create a cell or a cluster of that particular machine or the manufacturing processes, so that those parts which are categorized under that particular part family can be manufactured with that particular set of dedicated manufacturing facility. Okay, if we talk about production flow analysis basically it follows the production sheets. The production sheets basically means that the production route sheets. If we talk about the production flow analysis, it follow the production route sheet. Production route sheet means that the sequences or the sequel of the manufacturing operations or the processes which are used to manufacture that particular component or a part. So that is known as a production route sheet, which are identified, which are pre-planned and which are attached with that particular shop floor in any production system. Okay, so production flow analysis, if simply we say that it uses manufacturing data rather than design data. So production flow analysis, that is the key difference between the production flow analysis and the other the procedure which we already discussed in the later classes. Production flow analysis never use the design data, means that it is not worried about the design configurations of that particular component or a part which are going to be manufactured in that particular plant or a factory. Okay, it is only utilize the manufacturing data. The manufacturing data means that the component which are used, which are manufactured with which type of manufacturing processes. That's why I already use a terminology production route sheets. Okay, it focuses on production route sheets. Okay, so if we talk about this particular production flow analysis, it it is quite enhanced or quite more efficient technique rather than part coding and classification. Is that because it takes quite less time, because first is that because it is not going to utilize the design configuration or the design data of different parts or a component. Second is that it utilizes only the manufacturing data. It means that the manufacturing data or the manufacturing production sheets which are already available in the plant or in a factory system. Okay, so that's why it's take quite less time. But again, if we can see the drawback of this particular production flow analysis, so one of the very big drawback of this production flow analysis is that it utilizes the manufacturing data or the production route sheet which are developed by different set of engineers or the trained employee in that particular factory, in that particular system, so that if any changes in our design configuration of a plant, if then any changes in the design configuration of a part or a component in future, it's very difficult to change our that particular system, that particular production route sheet, or the data, or the manufacturing sequences according to the design configurations. So means that what I'm trying to say is that that is the drawback, because it is not going to include your design configuration, the design data. So that's why, of course, it's quite less time taking process, but at the same time there is some kind of disadvantages are also associated with it. Okay, in production flow analysis, if we talk about the procedures which are involved in PFA analysis of any plant or in any factory, what the processes we need to follow in PFA analysis of a plant is: first, data collection; second is that sortation of processes. Of course, the processes will be manufacturing processes or the manufacturing activities associated with that particular part or a component. Okay, and third one is your PFA chart, and then fourth one is your cluster analysis. Okay, my dear students, it's very important, it's very important that while doing PFA analysis, production flow analysis of any plant or any factory, we need to follow these 4 steps: data collection, sortation of processes, or you can say the sortation of different manufacturing processes associated with those components, then PFA chart, and then cluster analysis. Okay, if we talk about the data collection, so data collection is simply about that to collect the data regarding the manufacturing, because we are not going to talk about the design configuration or the design attributes or the design part of those parts which are going to be categorized in a single part family. Here we talk about only the manufacturing attributes or only the manufacturing data. Means that the data means that the manufacturing processes which are required to manufacture that particular set of a component, so that we can conclude or we can include those different parts into a single part family. So the data collections means that how much amount of time is required to manufacture that component, how much component are manufactured with that particular manufacturing processes, and how many types of component are manufactured with the help of that particular manufacturing processes. So that's, I think, the kind of a data or the kind of a manufacturing data we need to collect. So based on that, we are going to clarify that if there are different types of parts are manufactured and what are the manufacturing processes are that. If there is any similarity between these different part manufacturing, if suppose the part A is manufactured with, suppose, the manufacturing process X, and part B with Y, part C with Z, and part D with, suppose, L. Okay, so is there any correlation? Is that part A can be manufactured with the help of Y, or B is going to be manufactured with the help of X? So means that that kind of a data from your shop floor of any production system is going to be extracted. Okay, so that based on that we can simply clarify all these things in our production system or in our shop floor. Okay, the second is your sortation of a process of manufacturing. It is very important. Once the collection of data is completed, once the data is extracted from different production route sheets, different production shop floors, from different machines, from different layouts, once it is, the first step is complete, the second step begins, which is sortation of process or manufacturing activities. Sortation means that, again, what I am talking about this particular topic here. Sortation means that which component is manufactured with the help of which process, how much component are manufactured with the help of how much processes. Okay, so means that we need to make a sheet, or we need to maintain that data into that particular form of a sheet, that we need to make a sequence that yes, these are the different component A, B, C, D, so for example, and these are the different manufacturing processes X, Y, Z which are used to manufacture these different parts A, B, C, D, E, and the A comes 10 times on X, B comes 10 times on Y. So the chart kind of, you can say that the processing or the sorting. Okay, means that if suppose the A part is not going on a second manufacturing operation in this particular shop floor, so why is there is a need that the part A will start from this particular point in that particular shop floor in the particular manufacturing sequence and goes up to the last, because and even the part A needed only a one manufacturing operation in that particular shop floor. So means that we need to clarify all these disturbances in our manufacturing system which are available. So means that we are going to be specific that this particular manufacturing facility is used for this particular part or a component, and this type of a component or a part is only manufactured in that particular machine or a system. Okay, we are going to sort, we are going to clear all these things, and we will make a perfect route map or a production plan for those. Okay, so that will come under the category of sortation of process activities and manufacturing activities. Okay, after that we will have a PFA chart. After that we will have a PFA chart. PFA chart is simply about a production flow analysis chart based on the data which we collected from different shop floors, based on the data which we maintained from the during sortations of manufacturing processes or the activities which are organized to manufacture those different components, the data which we extracted from these different steps, based on that we will create a kind of a chart which is known as a PFA chart. So what PFA chart gives us? That PFA chart nothing but it exactly gives you a image or the figure of that particular production system, or you can say if we are going to generate a PFA chart for that particular simple shop floor or a layout, so it will give a clear image of that particular system. So here will be your part, for example, and here you will be your machine. Okay, so your part, suppose A, B, C, D. Okay, and your machine is suppose here X, Y, Z. Okay, in that particular production system, or you can take an example of that particular shop floor. Suppose part A, part B, and part C and part D. These four parts are produced, and X, Y, and Z. These three different machines are involved in the manufacturing of those different parts. So which machine faces which part, how much times, which machine faces which parts, yes or no. If suppose so, what exactly it shows? That nothing but an image or a figure or a collaborations of a part or a component which are produced in that particular production system with the help of those particular machines or the manufacturing process in a form of a chart. Okay, so that who are going to implement group technology or a part family kind of a concept, he or she can easily understand what exactly is going to happen in this particular shop floor, in this particular manufacturing system. Yeah, okay. So as from this particular PFA chart, here you can see that there is nothing but only there is a combination of a part which are produced in that particular system with the help of those different types of machines and their collaborations or their correlations. Okay, so that is PFA chart. Once you create a PFA chart for different route sheet, different production plans, after that you have to made a cluster analysis. Cluster analysis, if we talk about the cluster analysis is nothing but an analysis of a different shop floors, different production route sheets, different production layouts, different set of machines, different cells of machines, different cluster of machines in your production system. So based on that cluster analysis, you will extract, you will get the exact or the clear figure of that particular production system, is that which part, which component, which machine are involved in which processes exactly. Okay, and by doing so cluster analysis, ultimately we will enhance or we will improve our production flow analysis chart for that particular complete production system or that particular complete plant or a factory. Once we do this particular cluster analysis, we will improve our production flow analysis chart for that particular production system or a a plant. After that, we will have a clear image of that particular plant or production system, is that so after that we can implement our concept of a part family. After that, now we have understand, now we have clear image of that plant, is that this component or this component and this component can come under the category of a part family A, these come under the category of B, these will come under the category of a C. And now because we have different part families, so we can create or we can implement a utilize a concept of a GT, which is group technology concept in that particular production system or in that particular plant. Okay, so it's all about production flow analysis in any system, in any production system, that how it is useful in identifying the parts or the creating the part families, or in helping or in developing a group technology concept in your plant or a factory system. Okay, so you have understood about the visual inspection, part coding and classifications, and production flow analysis. Okay, so these three different tools helps in a different ways. Some companies or some factories using their, as per their requirement, they are using different types of procedures. Okay, but again these are very very helpful in developing any group technology concept in your plant or in any factory system. Okay, I hope you understand about this particular topic, and if you have any doubt you can ask me anytime. Okay, thank you.